Evening everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails of Cold Steel 3. This is Logic Blade, and it's nice to see everyone again. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so I'm just going to be streaming to the end of this chapter tonight, and then probably taking a few days break while my throat gets better, but I didn't want to stop streaming while, so close to the end of a chapter. So, last time around, we finished up the summer festival. We had fun going all around town, doing requests for people, dealing with more monsters in the sewers, capturing the last Calvardian agent, and friend-zoning Elisa super hard. So, we had a whole schwack of fun last time. Let's see what tonight's party at the Emperor's Palace will have in store for us. So, now that we have control, we just walk around and we need to talk to absolutely everybody about everything. That's right, it's one of these episodes. Lots of incidental NPC dialogue. Hoo hoo hoo. Real shame Angelica couldn't come to this party. I don't know about that, Lisa. Somebody's got colleagues zoned. Slowly back away before they notice you. I say as I immediately talk to them all. Thousands. Hundreds of thousands. Seems like the other kids are at the Villa Soleil rather than being here. Of course, alcohol, the power to, has the power to get everyone to have loose lips. Let's, see what our daughter is doing with Emma, Fee, and our sister. That's right, everybody's been to your hometown. No, she's never been in a hot spring before. We need to change that immediately. Can't be Reen Schwarzer's daughter if you aren't well versed in the etiquette of hot springs. So that's just sweet. Let's all go to Ymir and have a hot springs party together. Aw, too bad you didn't bring a talking cat to this fun party. Okay. Looks like they're having fun at least. Anyway, let's see what Eliot and Machias have to talk to Professor Schmidt about. Hey, Pats fan. How's it going today? Just going around talking to everyone at this party. Nah, just a little bit surprised. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that the Texans were able to get out to a quick lead, but that's how you beat the Patriots this season. You gotta get points, and you gotta get them early. Yeah, dude. Music theory is all math. It's 9,000% math. It's all born of our fervent desire to divide things into 7. Yeah, well, you gotta figure she's, considering her relation to people, it makes more sense to her to be affected by the curse than not to be affected by the curse. Especially with, an inciting incident like, everything that happens in the Grail. So that's what I have to say about that. Or maybe she doesn't know yet. Maybe she's just curious why why something's gone missing. Emma definitely noticed. That's part of the reason why I wanted to do like a chapter like that, so it's like, okay, I've got plot points I want to bring to the light. Well, it seems like Professor Schmidt's impression of Eliot and Machias is growing. I'm glad to hear it, and I had fun writing it. She'll get her chance in the most dramatic way possible, I hope. If everything goes according to plan, which things never do, but... Yeah, it seems like Gaius and Patrick have become fast friends. Hey, buddy, you should go to Nord. Hey, remember back when we were students? And I, like, berated the shit out of you and everyone in Class 7? Because I was a total asshole? Nope, not in the slightest. That's also something I wanted to get out there, because I was like, Laura's not gonna take that sitting down. When things came up, I had to travel outside the country for a while. I gotta be as evasive as hell. It's not the dramatically appropriate time for me to tell you where I was yet. Apparently Patrick's planning a trip to Nord in the future here. It's really sweet. Anyway, we've still got lots of people to talk to. That's what I'm figuring out. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. But I'll get it eventually, I'm sure. Anyway, looks like the Empress is talking to Laura, Yuna, and Ada here. Oh, she's nervous. Yeah, you don't need to apologize for your dumbass son. He's gonna have to say that to my face. Otherwise, I'm gonna bust his teeth in. Oh, sorry, Your Majesty. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I've heard Yakuza has some weird mini-games. Are you having fun with it? Seems like the Empress is really impressed with Yuna and Laura. And Ada to a degree as well. No, I'm not enjoying the dishes at all. I can't eat any of these. Anyway, talk to the Empress one-on-one here. And ask her if we can get into the royal family. Sorry, I'm just the Emperor's wife. You still wouldn't technically be part of the family if you married me. However, if you married my daughter... Perhaps you consider teaching your students basic manners when speaking with nobility. I didn't realize that was a bad thing. Oh, Yuna. I love how she can just bounce off anybody. Well, it seems like Yuna has Laura's approval now. I'd give it about 2 weeks. Alright. That's all the dialogue over here, and apparently I missed some. People, where did I miss you? Ah. Milliam, Sarah, and Sharon are hiding in this corner over here. Let's just talk to these rando students, see if they have anything interesting to say. Oh, they're just too afraid to mingle with people. You fools. Mingling is the entire reason for these kinds of parties. That and headhunting. Apparently Sarah likes Sharon enough now to go drinking with her. And, you know, reminiscing about their past. Hey, remember the time that you were bait for Cassius Bright? And how you kept me in Northumbria so I couldn't deal with the situation myself? Yep. At least she can drown her sorrows in booze. She's used to that. So I found out who voices Campanella, and Zach Aguilar does a really great job. He also voices Byleth in Fire Emblem's Three Houses. So, the more you know. What? I'm not signal boosting voice actors I like, even if they're playing roles I hate. No. Jeannie Torado does female Byleth. Zach Aguilar does male Byleth. AKA Campanella. Oh. I have a number of bondage outfits at my disposal. Okay. If there's fireworks outside the palace, it's not our fault. We tried to play peacekeeper. Oh, Sharon. It'd be nice if we could talk to Cassius Bright one day. Oh, if only that were possible. Too bad he's in Liberl, and we're in Erebonia. And Milliam's casually mentioning the Intelligence Division report on Cassius Bright that we saw on Trails in the Sky the Third. And of course, Sarah's like, hey, maybe I could be Estelle's mom. Not happening. Hey man, Cassius Bright knows everybody. And by the power of acquaintances, everyone knows Cassius Bright. Anyway. Oh, this is a interesting group of people. Ash, Fritz, and General Craig. See what they have to say. Ah, he's headhunting. That's why. Need some powerful, muscular soldiers. Well, I wouldn't say tons, but we've got a few. Just between you and me, though. Simply being part of the Fourth is enough to send ladies swooning into the streets as you pass. Whether you use this little perk to your own ends is entirely up to you. God damn it. Hey, eyebrows, that all it take to tear you away from your beloved prince? Maybe there's hope for you after all. Oh, great. General Craig's probably been recruiting kids for years. He knows exactly what they want to hear. Ash is a good dude. Turns out he knows what's up. Yeah, this man's just enjoying a nice cup of tea here. Professor Lumen. Seems like he had a rather difficult day. Oh. Sounds like you need to get more stability parts or something. The guard has nothing useful to say. Minor, you're the Secretary General of the Ministry of Railways. Look over there. Yep, this place is loaded with VIPs. Not that we can see all of them, because they already had a hard enough time loading in all of the playable characters into this area. Anyway, let's go talk to the Crown Prince, Cedric, and Eustace. Or, sorry, Kurt and Eustace. AKA the Erebonian Pretty Boy Council. So apparently, both he and Eustace learned from General Rufus. Makes sense. Perhaps you'll have the opportunity to face him in a dramatic situation before too long. And apparently Kurt's dad is as strong as the Radiant Blade Master, but we'll never know. We'll never see him in this game. It's like, somebody mentioned strong people. Sounds like a job for me. Only one thing I like more than hot springs and my orbital bike, it's fighting strong opponents. Oh, sounds like you're in a challenging one this time. I guess when you get enough Erebonian men in one place, it's only a matter of time before we start talking about swords. Well, at least those are the only swords they're talking about. Anyway, I want to talk to Cedric a second time. Let's see what Cedric has to say to us. He needs our attention all alone. What? That never happened. Cedric, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, you want to be my brother-in-law? I'm totally fine with it. Well, you can't say no to the Crown Prince as much as you want to. God damn it, Cedric, you piece of shit. He totally would if he knew about it. He absolutely would. Like, 1000%. Hey, how about you dance with one of the guys instead? No, that's a bad idea. But at least, you know, Reen promises to go all out the next time he sees Eustace. How sweet. Seems like Kurt is happy here at least. Well, that's something. Anyway, the last group of NPCs we need to talk to. Muse, Claire, and Arena. Yeah, the conflict was like, you know what, Emma's fine with that. he was gonna be fine with it. That may or may not be the plan. And of course, Serena's like, "Hey, Major Claire, you wanna join the Rhineford group? Rhineford group's great." And she's like, "Hey, Muse, you're not bad either. Why don't you join the Rhineford group too?" Ulterior motive to recruiting, one of the most brilliant students at Thor's? Nah, that's just, what people do. What will I do after graduation? Oh god, of course. Sorry, Muse, you missed the boat on that one. Hey, why don't you join our division as well? Always getting headhunted. Anyway, that's it for required talking events. One person up here. It's just a random guard. Let's see what he has to say. No, there's a break room over there. Well, it's not like we need a break room. So let's go up here and see what this required event is all about.
It is a great honor to have been invited here.
This on top of what you did for us following the Northern War. I can't even begin to properly show my gratitude.
Raise your heads, both of you. I've already pardoned you for what happened in the Civil War. Given how much you've contributed since then, there's no need to revisit the past. Wouldn't you agree, Marquis High Arms?
Wholeheartedly. The Civil War was a product of the four great houses. Personally, I feel I'm the one who deserves to be locked away for a while.
No more of that talk from you either. Were you to be detained, half the Empire would cease functioning.
Gotta love the politics on the sly here. Like, Marquis High Arms joined the Noble Alliance because he was kind of strong-armed into it. It was all Duke Cayenne and Helmut Albarea's idea. Now that they're out of the picture, you still need some decent nobles to be leading your country. Otherwise, things would go into chaos, panic, all that fun stuff.
Had Lord Ragnar been here in Heimdall, I would have loved for him to join us tonight.
As would I. Perhaps we should schedule a meeting with him soon.
What, weren't in the inside lane? Were you on the far outside lane? Ah, makes sense. Of course, Emperor Eugen's like, maybe we should have a sword fighting tournament. That'd be fun. My, I fear I may have awakened a sleeping tiger. Alright, looks like they're all busy, so we return to the center here. And they're done talking. The Emperor has more people he needs to greet. So, we're still gonna have to hold off on talking to the Emperor and the Chancellor here. So, once again, we get to talk to everybody, because people have found new groups to mingle and talk to each other with. Little duel. Well, duels are an excellent way to deepen one's bonds. Aw. Let's ignore the euphemism for now. But yes, a little duel. So yeah, basically Irelia tried to force everybody into the fencing club when she was at Thor's. And apparently because they spent 2 hours jousting that Irelia fell in love. Just say you totally want those Nord bones, man. Someone who's a nemesis, but also a friend. I think I get it. Hey, tell me about all the powerful people you met. Have you fought them yet? It's not like there's any S-rank bracers in Erebonia right now. And, now Fee's headhunting, trying to get Irelia to join the Bracer Guild. That's something. I don't think that'd be a good idea, though. I guess I'm your superior now. He may be understaffed, but I think adding the principal to our ranks might be overkill. Yep. Speaking of competition, Alphen and Muse are talking to the Empress here. Oh, that's not quite true. Apparently Muse and Alphen had been friends since they were little girls. How sweet. That means her parents must have been a pretty big deal. God, that's spread that far already. Cedric makes quick work of these things. He did what? Is he still going on ahead with this behind my back? What does Elise have to do with this? What? What? She's my sister? Anyway, Muse, please lend me your help. I'm sure that insidious mind of yours can come up with a plan. It's quite a wave to ask for help, but I'll accept. Sounds like we're gonna be entering hell pretty soon here. Complicated may be putting it lightly. Hey, you want to hear about my sordid love life? And about the girl I could never beat? How I was always going to be second place in the Emperor's heart? Man, I love talking about that. And if you're wondering why she was working as a maid despite being of a noble family, that's what they did back in the day. They had high-ranking nobles serve as the ladies' attendants, you know, for queens and high-ranking nobles and such, so they could learn on the job kind of thing. Anyway, we still got bajillion people to talk to, because that's what this is always about. Like Kurt, Machius, and Fritzy here. Ah, talking about chess. All members of the chess club. He made it all the way to a semifinals in an amateur tournament. That's not bad at all. Now I really want to play some chess. I guess we can get Eustace to join us. Oh, well, they're all having fun. It's nice to see. Anyway, Professor Schmidt and Sarah are talking. That's an odd couple. They're having a talk about military progress. About how crazy it is that we've gone from people fighting on cavalry and swords and shit to, like, people in giant Gundams. Well, they probably should know how to use an orbital terminal by now. If you can't use an orbital terminal, the future will be bleak for you. And Schmidt's predicting the internet here. Hey there, Lecter. We're living through the second orbital revolution. Isn't that interesting? Well, I mean, we know he's a major. A major pain in the ass. Apparently they've got, like, fingerprint ID or something, so they can only be activated by their owners. Because apparently people have spiritual fingerprints. And Lecter's like, or Schmidt's like, how the hell do you know this? I just started this. What the hell? Have you been looking at my research notes? Yeah, I can see Schmidt absolutely hating Lecter. Like a bucket of vinegar and a pile of baking soda. You know, a few dead bodies happen, it's fine. Just look at the Markia. It's a beautiful thing. And he's casually mentioning there's an artifact that can encrypt communication data. Crazy. No. It's not like we know anything about that at all. Not that we're using a artifact of that nature to facilitate long-range communication with our classmates. Nope, not in the slightest. Anyway, let's see what our sister's doing with Elisa and Ada here. Apparently, Ada's a big fan of Elisa. Hey, you want to join Rhineford? Well, seems like she's gotten in, so that's good. Good for Ada. Wonder if Ada's just like a big Thor's fangirl or something. Either that or she just really wanted to be close to Cedric. Ah, so that's why she joined Thor's. Because of what Class 7 did. Apparently Ada's crushing on us too. Just a little bit. Anyway, we should probably avoid these people, but let's go talk to them directly. Don't compare me to my mom. How dare you? Seems like they're hoping and wishing. Oh well. Anyway, let's see what Claire has to say about what's going on here. Also, Yuna and Altine are here. Oh, yikes. That's what happens when you're a conscientious objector. You get your shit stolen from you. And because of that, Claire stepped in and is like, hey, this is actually bullshit. You stop that right now, buddy. And she lost half of her credits because of that. And then, you know, being forced to attend at Thor's. So, Claire helped her out, but if it wasn't for Claire, you know, Yuna would have never come to Thor's. It's not like I'm happy to be in your class or anything, but Baga. Everyone's like, yeah, we don't believe you for a second. Aww. So cute. It's so cute. God. Taking a screenshot of that. It's adorable. I love it. As far as schoolwork is concerned, I'm the one who looks after you. Thank you for sending her our way. Oh, you don't have to thank me. Aww. Allie wants to stick around. All so cute. Anyway, Piers... Gaius is talking to some generals. Hey, remember when we fought in the Civil War? That was intense, wasn't it? Yeah, I wasn't expecting a crazy dude to be riding a tank. Not even, like, inside of it. He was just on top of it shouting orders. It was crazy. So yeah, the party style has really grown a lot since they've been voted to Erebonian nobility. All this talk of styles. I only trained in the 104 military combat they taught us at the academy. Of course, Neidhart was a natural soldat pilot in the second game, so it only makes sense that he's a lot better now after 2 years of training. Let's go interrupt their conversation. Don't worry too much about it. We'll tell you all about it, eventually. And now we want to have a Panzer Soldat tournament as well. That sounds crazy, but I would totally be down for that. Like hell, just like a Panzer Soldat tournament minigame. Aww. Anyway, let's see what Ash is gonna get into with these two guys. Who knows? Who knows? And actually, Cedric knows Patrick well. And Ash is like, hey, I really like you for being a shit disturber. Really reminds me of me. I think he's showing him the exact amount of respect he's due. Hear that? I got the okay, straight from the Imperial family. Then I'll be able to dance with Elise. Did you just say that out loud? Did you just say that to my face? Patrick. Patrick. Leave room for Adios. Oh my god. All of these lines need to be voiced. I swear. Hey, Cedric. You say that about Elise, I'll break your face in. No. And I'm supposed to be the crazy one in the group. Please not say things that'll get me thrown in prison. Maybe you should stop doing things that'll get you thrown in prison, Reen. Maybe consider that. Anyway, seems like Arena's still headhunting. And why not, when you've got two of the most brilliant students of Thor's right in front of you? Who haven't I recruited yet? You know, Emma, you're an impressive woman in your own right, in more ways than one. Looks down. Apparently, we're trying to get Arena to host a class for us. Sounds like there's going to be fun times ahead for the branch campus. Now, let's see what Gwen and Sharon are talking to Marcos Hiram's about. Apparently Gwen's been helping with the humanitarian work on the side. Because the Rhineford group's too busy to do shit like, you know, dam building. And apparently the Super Maid and Super Butler team-up was able to fix an airport. Damn it, Gwen's stealing my lines. And maybe the two of them pressed more than that together. Sharon's like, please don't ship me with Celestine. I like the guy, but I'm pretty sure he's gay. Or at least that's how I read him. I could be totally wrong, though. Nope. I mean, let me think it over. The longer I stay in this conversation, the more she'll make me squirm. If I started to list off everything he's done for us, we'd be here all night. I hope nothing bad happens tonight, but considering you're here, I have my doubts. Anyway, just got one group of people left to talk to. It seems like Class 1's having fun, talking to randos. And let's talk to our old Class 7 members, Eliot, Eustace, and Milliam. Eustace is like, oh god, finally I can stop talking to these goddamn nobles. If your brows get any more furrowed, your head's gonna crack like an egg. Oh, Milliam. Gonna get you. Oh dear. Hey, Reen, can love bloom on the battlefield? It's just like one of my Japanese animes, Reen. Coming from you, Reen, I'm not quite sure how to take that. Hey, it's not Reen's fault that everyone in the goddamn country ships him with his sister. But it is kind of Reen's fault because he's super overprotective of her too, so it's like, dude, maybe just like tone it down about 10% and you'll be fine. And Eliot's already thinking about his next dance track. Irksome, to say the least. Although I don't... Ooh, man, I'm getting some serious slowdown here. This is a very chunky area sometimes, and... Again, it's because they've got so many freaking NPCs they need to load. And now they need to all change places for a second time. Because, you know, why not? And so the party continued, with Reen never getting an opening to talk with the Chancellor. With the party in full swing, people began gathering in the center of the garden. Time for a dance-off. Yumi, Cedric,
Ladies
dance-off.
and gentlemen,
One-on-one.
thank you for your patience. To start us off, my sister Alfin will have the first dance. The way I hear it, people all across the Empire have been awaiting this moment for years.
He's so charmless.
Like me, she is now 17 years old, and this dance will serve as her debut into high society. Her first dance partner shall be a certain instructor at Thor's military academy, none other than the Ashen Chevalier, Reen Schwarzer.
I wholeheartedly refuse, but I have no choice
so
in the
then
matter.
he's the princess's... I hear he's only the son of a baron, but I suppose it's okay these days.
He seems to carry himself well. Sure enough.
Yeah, there have been rumors going around like wildfire.
It's a huge honor, I guess.
Yes, he shall be the princess's first.
Sounds dirty when you put it that way.
Fee, please.
Classy, guys.
Like you weren't thinking the same thing, Sarah.
He was drowning in fame before, and now everyone's talking like him and the princess are already married.
Yeah, seems like everyone's reading way too much into this.
Well, to some degree, yes.
However will this play out, I wonder?
I suppose this is...
Yep. Not so fast.
To tell the truth, I'm actually already acquainted with Mr. Reen Schwarzer.
You saved my life a couple of times, you know? It's kind of...
He's the older brother of my dearest friend. Allow me to introduce Elise Schwarzer. She is the student council president at St. Estrella Girls' School. Princess?
I'm taking the Yuri route, guys.
And she will be making her debut into high society alongside me tonight. Reen will choose which of us he dances with. Whoever he chooses, there will be no hard feelings.
Very well played, Princess.
Aw, An adorable workaround.
She really is something else.
Princess!
Avoiding marriage proposals one day at a time.
You're a real lifesaver. I will respectfully take both the hand of my sister and her best friend, the princess. It might be a bit unorthodox, but please, allow us Schwarzer siblings to have the first dance.
Now, you're supposed to dance with both of them at the same time, Reen. Of course, going with Elise first makes more sense. Getting preferential treatment out of the way.
I wonder whose idea this was.
My word. Can one man truly be this lucky?
Lucky enough to dodge that bullet, you mean?
Yes. Had he danced with the princess first, the whole city would be planning their honeymoon by now. However, since he and his sister danced first, that ship has sailed, as it were.
Oh, Alfin.
That ashen chevalier is certainly quite the man. Wouldn't you agree?
You can thank Baron Schwarzer for raising him that way.
Now, all you young people here with us, follow their lead and enjoy yourselves.
All you old people,
the summer
go
festival's
stand in the
blue
corner.
moon shines on us this night. I am certain the spirits are especially riled. So, let us give them a show.
Aw. Like, 90%? I'm sure the thoughts crossed your mind. And see, Reen and Yuna got to dance at the party after all.
My apologies for arriving so late.
The party crasher has arrived.
Rufus. Ah, so good to see you.
Nothing ever good happens when
Is
Rufus
that
comes.
Governor General Rufus? I didn't know he was coming.
It seems you've stolen the spotlight all to yourself.
To tell the truth, I was at a party held by the Imperial Household Agency. I wish to greet His Highness Olivert, Governor Regnitz, Lord Ragnar, and Viscount Arcade before making my way here.
I see.
Thank you for your courtesy.
The night is yet young, and the party has only just begun. Bring out more food and drinks. Please continue to enjoy yourselves, by all means.
Get to boozing, everyone.
Eustace, come with me. Let us catch up, my dear brother. Marcius, Elisa, Eliot, and Laura as well. Join us. I'm sure we've much to talk about.
In that case, I shall call upon Ms. Valestein and Ms. Herschel. Come, allow me to introduce you to the Empress.
What's this about all of a sudden?
I don't know. But there's no way we can refuse.
Just say hi, guys.
Why just us, though? Does it have something to do with our families?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
May as well get going then.
I suppose I'll go.
I suppose I'll talk to the Chancellor. Don't really want to. It's kind of a dick.
I wonder what they're talking about. Think we should follow?
Yeah.
Reen!
Oh, Claire!
What's wrong?
Well, this may come as a surprise, but a certain someone would like to speak with you.
You mean the someone who just left, perhaps?
The Emperor, maybe?
Understood. I'll be going, everyone.
Yes. Good luck.
Try not to be too nervous.
So yeah, we've got a surprise meeting with the Emperor. Lucky us.
Instructor?
Huh.
Now everyone's concerned that we're going, so yeah, that's not good.
Just go straight to the end of the hall, then make a right.
So yeah, we don't have to spend time talking to everyone anymore. We just go talk to all the maids and such over here.
It's luxurious.
It's a sizable lounge for palace guests.
Of course, we need to talk to all these random NPCs, of course. Of course, even at just a random dance party, we're always the center of attention.
There's the back room.
Yes, let's go.
Anyway, that's not the back room we need to go to. It's the one with actual guards waiting by it. So yeah, let's speak with the Emperor. Here we go.
Sir Reen Schwarzer has arrived.
Very good. See him in.
Let's hope he's not mad about us, like, kinda, sorta, avoiding the whole issue of dancing with his daughter. Gameplay recording paused because we entered a blocked scene. Oh no.
I apologize for calling you here like this, Instructor Schwarzer.
No, it's an honor to have an audience with the Emperor.
Your dances with your sister and Alphen were a sight to behold. Your skills as a lead were just as impressive as the rumor suggested. I'm sure my daughter was very happy.
Well...
Reen Schwarzer, the Ashen Dance instructor.
I'm only joking. You've helped out Oliver numerous times. You've rescued Alphen twice. And you saved Cedric's life at the end of the Civil War. My entire family is grateful for everything you and the rest of Class 7 has done. As the Awakener of the Ashen Knight, the very same one my ancestor once piloted, you have saved many lives and averted many crises.
So you knew the truth about Emperor Dreikels?
Yes, indeed. As well as the relationship between the Chancellor and yourself.
Well, I mean, if anyone's in position to know, it's the Emperor.
You know that, too?
Yes, I figured it out somewhere along the way. When I asked, the Chancellor didn't deny it, so I took that to mean my suspicions were correct. He and I have much in common. Both of us have lost loved ones to the foolish schemes of others.
I've heard about the Chancellor, but Your Highness?
It happened long ago. Have you perhaps heard anything regarding Olivert's birth mother?
I may have heard a rumor once.
Yeah, you know, we might have talked to the Empress about it just 10 minutes ago.
Apparently she was a commoner, but she passed away tragically.
I can't believe this whole thing wouldn't be voiced. Oh well. Back in my day, I was a bit of a playboy, you know? Teenage romance and all that. I'm sure you know something about that. Oh. Well, Mueller saved Olivier's life, but unfortunately wasn't able to save Olivier's mom. And, at least he found someone decent. That explains why Olivier is not the crown prince, despite being the firstborn son. It's because he was born out of wedlock. He's the bastard, and there was never a chance to legitimize him.
But are you sure it's all right to tell me all this?
Although, I mean, in all honesty, he probably could whenever he wanted to. He's the emperor, he can do what he wants. It's just a bit of a faux pas.
It's no great secret. Most of the larger noble families already know. But my point is this. Both the Chancellor and I lost loved ones. But our sons yet live. Certainly a unique point of commonality, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. Widowers are actually pretty common in this series. When you consider there's Victor Arcade and Cassius Bright as well.
That's true. Is that why you appointed him as Imperial Chancellor?
It's true that I felt an affinity with him. However, the most important factor was his negotiation of the ceasefire with Liberl. The events of Hamel wounded my heart deeply, but I knew I could not allow them to be made public. He managed to get both the four great houses and Liberl to concede to his terms and put the 100 Days' War to an end. And so rose the first common-born Imperial Chancellor.
Now I understand. But in the 13 years since he became Chancellor, a lot has changed. The nobles have lost power, while he's only gotten stronger. And he's using that power to steer Erebonia in a dangerous direction. With all due respect, I don't think it's right to sit back and let him continue.
I mean, I don't mean to tell an emperor what to do, but...
I understand your concern. Oliver's as well. Oliver is more concerned for his brother and sister's futures than anyone. In that respect, he sees the Chancellor as a bigger threat than the nobles do. However, things are not so simple. Regarding myself and the Chancellor, tragedies like Hamel, at times, this nation will make the most tragically foolish decisions. During the War of the Lions, the brothers of the royal family spilled each other's blood and pulled the nation into their feud. The history of Erebonia is smeared with blood and alight with flames, more than any other country.
He's right. Deception is an important tool in politics and war, but the thought of killing your own people as an excuse to invade another country...
It's kind of cruel, but not completely out of the pale.
As a teacher of history, I'm sure you have your own thoughts on this matter. So tell me, do you know the people of Erebonia to have a cruel temperament?
No. The people of Erebonia are sincere and value honor and pride. They think highly of martial skill, but know it is a virtue to use it only when absolutely necessary.
Most of the time.
The incidents you spoke of, it's almost as though a devil had been whispering in their ear.
Starting to see how everything connects.
Precisely. There is something in Erebonia. Something which bends people's minds and steers them toward chaos. Perhaps it could be called a curse. One that has been with us since the founding of this nation. If you've read the Black Records, you may have some idea what I speak of.
The Black Records?
Yep, the Black Records.
It would seem the church is seeking them out, but the original writings are in the imperial family's possession. Only those who succeed the throne are permitted to read them. They
Makes
are
sense.
records of the truth of this nation's history, and a prophecy of its future. An inevitable future, no doubt. I'm certain any attempts to avoid it will only cause things to become further warped and twisted. That is one of the reasons I am not putting a stop to the Chancellor's actions.
Because it's inevitable. So there's no reason to try and stop it. If you do, it only makes things worse.
Sure, I don't know all the details, but both the Chancellor and His Highness understand the situation fully. Yet they...
And so, I plan to not avert my eyes and watch to the end.
Huh?
As the ruler of Erebonia, the empire mired in darkness and founded under a curse, I shall watch my sons, the Crimson Wings, the new light of the nobility, and Class 7, both old and new, to see if any of them can overcome the iron will of the Chancellor and light the way to a new path for this nation.
I'm not gonna do anything to stop it, but you guys can. The power of youth. Because I am the Emperor and obviously powerless to everything that's going on.
I promise to give everything I have to find this new path. Not just as a member of Class 7, but on behalf of Thor's Military Academy and all its students and graduates.
You're aware that would include both myself and the Chancellor, yes? But all the same, well said.
Anyway, our meeting with the Emperor went pretty smoothly, all things considered.
Welcome back. I'm not sure what you two spoke about, but I trust it was well worth the time.
Yes, most definitely.
Precisely. There is something in Erebonia.
Aside from
Something which
mention of a
bends
curse.
people's minds and steers them toward chaos.
Reen.
It's nothing. Major, can I ask you something?
Finished with your chat?
No, you cannot. You'll have to ask me questions instead.
Your Excellency.
It would appear you want no need to speak with me about something. I can't take too much time out of my schedule, but I have a room prepared. Shall we?
Well, I mean, he is always cordial, at least.
Yes, let's go.
Time to have a talk with our dad.
Where are you headed, Ash? I gotta take a piss. Wanna join me?
I think I'll pass.
Ash, that's not the way to the bathroom.
But let me say this. Don't so much as think about sneaking out.
Huh?
I admit it's a bit nerve-wracking, but this truly is a special event. We should all enjoy it together as Class 7.
Who would have guessed the pretty boy was just as big of a nag as that wild filly? Maybe somewhere along the line, I let those guys get to me.
Oh, is something the matter, sir?
Oh, yeah, I was just on my way back from the bathroom, but I noticed something strange.
Something strange, sir?
Yeah, it's just around the corner here.
Yeah, check out this strange thing just around the corner here.
I believe this will be the first time we've been able to speak one-on-one like this.
Yep.
Since, of course, that day 14 years ago.
His Majesty told me. General Craig, too.
So I've heard. His Majesty knows the truth of my circumstances, more or less. Craig and Van Dyke, on the other hand, only know the facts that float on the surface. They remain in the dark as to what truly happened to Brigadier General Gileath Osborne.
Then will you tell me? What happened 14 years ago? Why did you leave me? Why did you leave your son? Why did you become a completely different person? You trampled over everything in your way, robbed the people of their pride and independence, and planted the seeds of the Civil War. After what you did to Jorai, you annexed Crossbelt and Northumbria, and now you're planning a war with Calvard. At the same time, you're working with a black workshop and trying to bring all the darkest parts of the world toward the surface. What are you... No. Why are you doing this?
That really is the most important question. Why are you doing this?
It sounds as though you've figured a great many things out on your own. First, allow me to commend you for not being consumed by your false hero's title.
Yeah, thanks for not being a prideful git. I really appreciate that.
Very well. I shall start with your first question. After I lost Kasha, I left you in Ymir, and 3 months later His Majesty bid me investigate the Hamel incident. Afterward, I went to negotiate with the Queen of Liberl. The Queen agonized over the decision, but I knew she wanted peace as soon as possible. Eventually, she agreed to the terms of the ceasefire. The noble officers behind everything, led by Lecter's father, were given the death penalty, and the 4 great houses were put in check, all in a single month. In recognition of my accomplishment, His Majesty appointed me Chancellor.
Just like that.
I'm grateful to Teo. He accepted my request not to reveal anything to you. But at the same time, it meant I had to sever my ties to both you and him. As a revolutionary, taking on the 4 great houses, I needed to be on my own. I couldn't have anything holding me back.
Oh, yeah, he already lost his wife. There's no way in hell he could, deign to lose his son, too. Even if he had to abandon all ties with him and, stop being his dad.
So her name was Kasha, the woman who gave birth to me.
Once I became Chancellor, I crushed those who opposed me, expanded our railway network, and garnered even more power. Behind the scenes, I also made deals with Ouroboros and joined forces with the Black Workshop. After the incident in Liberl, I cut ties with the Snakes and robbed them of the Black Workshop's loyalty.
Osborne playing a secret society. That's just what he did.
Then, 2 years ago, I used Rufus to fell the Noble Alliance from within. And ultimately, I stole Ouroboros' phantasmal blaze plan right out from under them.
What even is the Phantasmal Blaze plan? And what are you planning to do with it?
By this point, it's safe to say Ouroboros' goal is no different from their gospel plan in Liberl. The acquisition of Adios' treasures, the Septarian. In Crossbell, they used the false phantasm to awaken the blaze in Erebonia.
They used the Mirage Septarian to awaken the Fire Septarian in Erebonia.
But the prize they seek is more than simply that blaze.
but there's more than one septarian in Erebonia.
This dark land once housed two treasures.
That's right.
The clash between the two of them resulted in the creation of the Great One. All the people, things, and history of Erebonia are inexorably entangled in its blessings and its curse. I'm sure you've been able to deduce that much from certain historical documents you've been reading.
Have you guys been reading the Black Records? I hope you have.
What are you?
Pardon me, Your Excellency. The Emperor is calling for you.
Understood. That shall be all for now.
Sorry our conversation was so short. I am a very busy man. I wasn't kidding.
Wait! We're not done yet! There's so much more I need to ask! How did you survive being shot through the heart?
You should have let off with that.
Are you the same as the Jaeger King, the Steel Maiden, and Siegfried?
Are you a lich?
Does it have something to do with the scar on my chest and this power I have?
14 years ago, when we were attacked, your heart was punctured by debris. Kasha, your mother, she begged me to save you. So, I made the decision to give my heart to my son.
He's not being metaphorical either.
That is the reason Crow Armbrust shot to my chest did not find its mark. I'll leave the rest for you to figure out. It's the same riddle I've given to the Ironbloods. Major, escort him back to the venue. Our gallant hero seems a bit disoriented at the moment.
Guys, Osborne's really good. I mean, he's evil, but he's really good at being evil. And, looks like Ash had some one-on-one time with that butler and stole his clothes.
A resin gun that fires gunpowder bullets? Can't be found by metal detectors.
Explains how he got through the security pass with that, but Ash, what the hell are you doing with that gun?
Everything falling into place like this is way too convenient. I don't like it.
I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I guess beggars can't be choosers.
Ash, what are you doing with that gun?
I know His Excellency isn't a normal person, but I believe somewhere deep down he still cares for you.
It's pretty obvious he does, but, you know.
Huh?
He's got his role to consider.
Myself, Lecter, Milliam, likely even Rufus as well. His Excellency has personally lent his help to each of us. It's possible he thought of us as a replacement for you.
Thank you. I'll try to sort through all this, somehow.
Reen! Instructor Reen!
Hey guys. Nearly the whole gang's
I
here.
heard His Majesty called you in to speak with him?
Chancellor Osborne as well.
You spoke with both of them?
You're looking a little bit green around the gills there.
She's right. What happened?
I can't talk about it just yet. All I can say is that nothing is over yet. And something's about to begin.
Damn, Reen, are you getting lessons in being cryptic from Gaius?
Once this party's over, can we all get together and talk?
Yes, of course. I think I can better explain what's going on behind the scenes now.
If time permits, I'll tell you all about my circumstances, too.
How about you just tell us about your circumstances, Gaius? Stop beating around the goddamn bush.
We can come too, right?
Yeah. We're all in the same boat at this point.
You too, Joa.
Of course. I'll be there.
Where's Ash?
Huh?
I don't see him anywhere nearby.
Wasn't he talking with you earlier, Kurt?
Yes, he said he needed to use the restroom. Though that was some time ago.
Is it happening?
Lecter?
Lecter! Claire!
What's happening?
So that's how the Orphan of Hommel's gonna be used, huh? Claire! Milliam! With me!
Let's follow them.
This doesn't sound good.
Oh, where is everyone headed?
Did something happen?
Please wait here. I'll go ask.
He certainly doesn't change.
But that's what makes him... him. He's a warrior with an iron will, ready to put his life on the line. It's comforting to know such a person is our leader.
Well, well. It would appear you're already fitting in as a member of the group.
So, what's Osborne planning? Who knows? Foo. Whatever it is, it isn't good. You got Ash running around recklessly with a Calvardian gun.
I plan to make this announcement during the summer festival.
I can't imagine it will be easy. But knowing you, you're already well prepared.
You're too kind.
Pardon the intrusion.
You are...
What the hell are you doing, Ash?
Ash Carbide of Thor's Branch Campus, Class 7. The third survivor of Hommel. What have you come here for?
Of course Chancellor Osborne knows.
Hommel. So it comes back to that yet again.
My left eye's aching real bad. Been that way since I was a kid. That scene is burned into it. Even years later, when I was taking care of my mom, I kept hearing the voice. Kill the vile one. Kill the vile one. The Jaegers that attacked the town were slaughtered. You executed all the masterminds. Hommel's name was wiped off the map. You're the one who let this happen, Emperor. Maybe the Queen of Liberl is just as guilty for keeping quiet. Or maybe the other two, for running away and leaving me for dead. Or even that Scarecrow guy, the son of the mastermind. Hey, tell me. Who do I gotta kill to get rid of all this pain?
The curse. Yes, this is the sacrifice from the prophecy. It is only fitting it be me. But don't aim for my heart. That won't do you any good. Aim here. It would be your best chance of killing me, if there is any chance at all.
Ash, was it? It won't work on him. He's no human. I have my doubts he's even capable of dying.
Yep. Just like Leanne, just like Asher Siegfried, just like Rutger. He can't die.
Your Majesty.
I wonder why.
I don't want this young man's actions to be wasted. Ash, I am the one responsible for Hamel. Let your years of suffering end with me.
Why the hell would you...
Well, shit.
What?
Damn it!
He needs medical attention!
Father!
Oh dear.
Princess! Be strong, Your Highness.
Get the medics! He's lost too much blood! Be careful moving him!
I mean, be careful moving him, but
Is
also
he
you
the
can
one
move
responsible?
him faster than that.
Yes. Unfortunately.
I thought we'd captured all the Calvardian agents. Is there a chance he was one of them?
A Verne Company gun made with resin parts. It would not have been found by a metal detector. Unfortunately. I cannot deny the possibility.
So yeah. Cedric and Rufus are playing their own show while this is going on. Surprise! That's the end of the chapter. Gameplay recording resumed because you exited block scene. So yeah, on that glorious dramatic cliffhanger, we're gonna call it an episode today. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Thank you for putting up with my stuffed up voice. Not sure when I'll be streaming next, but hopefully I'll be feeling better in a couple of days. So, till then, stay safe everyone, and we'll see you next time for the final chapter of Trails of Cold Steel 3, For Whom the Bell Tolls.